Our members can drop up to 5 kilos in their first month. They can consistently keep that going week after week, month after month, set goals, enjoy the process, have a bit of fun, like-minded people, all because they do these 7 things. So here are some 7 reasons that you'll probably never turn up if you don't at least start adhering to them. How are we keeping, guys? David O'Connor here from Dr. Fitness, and look, this is kind of like a hard home-hitting video, but it's something that I think that everybody needs to hear. So I'm going to dive straight in and go through the 7 reasons why you'll never turn up. And let's just start off with number 1, right? Now, again, some of these might be relevant to you, some of them may or may not be relevant to you, but take what you can from this video. Number 1, you live for the next fucking diet. You live for the next quick thing. You live for the magic thing that's going to be happening so you can lose weight and tone up. You chase diets, you chase detoxes, clean eating, some food plan, manipulating fat loss hormones, all this kind of crack. When at the end of the day, it's going to come back to the fundamentals of nutrition. The fundamentals of expanding more calories than you're consuming. If you're eating more than you're expanding, you will not lose any weight. That is the bare, raw bones of it all. So you're living for these when in fact all these are doing at the end of the day is manipulating your calorie intake anyway. But once you learn the principles of calories in versus calories out, the breakdown of proteins, carbs and fats, at least you can start looking at the principles of nutrition rather than singular things like that. Number 2, there's no structure with your training. You might have signed up for a program in the past where you sit down, you do 5 or 6 machines and you're gone. What the hell do you learn with that? You might go for long, boring walks and you have a bit of success with it before, but you're not after that tone look you want. It's boring. You might do a lot of running coupled up with a lot of injuries over the years. Again, it comes back to having no structure there. You're just kind of doing things because you think that that's what you should be doing. It's what you've read online. But it's down to the fact that you don't know how to train properly. You don't know how to use your actual human body to move according to movement patterns. Stuff you learned like you were a fucking baby how to walk. You learned how to crawl. Then you learned how to stand up by going into a squat to stand up. But we've lost sight of that over the years. And this is why we do the programs the way we do. Everyone starts at a fundamental level with body weight movements and we progress it from there. We progress. They know how to use their fucking body rather than sitting down in a machine and mindlessly going from A to B, not really enjoying it at all. So again, number 2, the fundamental principles with your training. If you can know how to squat, push something, pull something, do some core work, do some single leg work, how to run and sprint properly, stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying any of these are bad, I'm just saying there's no structure. You lack structure behind it or a program. Number 3, exactly, you're hopping from program to program. It kind of ties in the first 2 points, diet to diet, or some magic thing to thing, because you're looking at marketing things online and saying this is going to burn fat, you're going to develop strength and power and this and that and the other. And I know we might do similar here in Doc Fitness to encourage people to come in, but once you're here, you realize that we're all about teaching you the principles for life behind it all. Number 4, you lack patience and consistency. Look at, things do not happen overnight. You need to have patience. You need to be consistent daily. This stuff can become fucking boring over time. Training consistently week in, week out. Eating consistently week in, week out in a calorie deficit to lose body fat. Setting your goals weekly. Checking in weekly with a coach, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But again, consistency, patience. You need to have patience. You don't take responsibility for your actions. Look at you. Need to pick up the camera for this one again. The position you're now in is the position you got yourself in. Nobody else got you there. Where you want to go, the only person that's going to get you out of there is you. Yes, you can have a big support system along the way, someone to hold you accountable and give you that kick up the arse, but you need to take 100% responsibility for where you are right now and where you want to go. That's it. You're not accepting reality. You're not accepting what actually is. And what I mean by that is you're not accepting the fact that training your body can be hard at times. You have to know to push yourself past barriers, like your members do here in the gym. Certain weeks we push harder and other weeks we don't go as hard, because that's the key with training. You wave up and you kind of wave down up in loads. That's the key to progression long term. It's like lifting weights. If you start at body weight, you add a little dumbbell or a kettlebell and you just keep progressing from there. It's the fundamental concept of doing more over time so you can overload your body to make a change, to build muscle so you can tone up. That's what you're after at the end of the day, and drop body fat. You're not accepting the fact either that sacrifices will have to be made. You can't go out on the weekends and blow back a bottle of wine and 10 pints of fucking beer or whatever it is. I'm not saying you cannot drink or cannot have the sweets you want and stuff like that, but there needs to be a bit of moderation there at the end of the day. We're all about flexibility, but we're all about being realistic here as well. There's also the acceptance too that for however how many years you were, we'll say, getting to where you are now, if you're putting on weight over the years, it might take you that long to get out of that position. But the sooner you become to accept the points of what's real and what needs to be done, you can accept the journey ahead, and it'll make it a lot easier for you. And lastly, which is a big one, you have no accountability. You have no one to hold you accountable, no one to guide you along that path or make it even fun. We're a big aspect here of making things fun in the programs. We can actually enjoy the training. We do a lot of partner work, stuff like that. But a major part of the process is holding yourself accountable to somebody, to a coach, even to a training partner. It's why I pay coaches online myself to hold me accountable with my training. So I do push hard and I do progress forward. I think a coach is a fundamental aspect in the grand scheme of things, or having at least somebody that holds you accountable. Having a support system of people that are like-minded like you. It's why our members get the results they do, and they enjoy it so much. They're in with programs that are full month in, month out, of members that are very, very like-minded, like that, in the same frame of mind, same style of goals, and working towards the same thing. And then there's the last point that I want to bring up as well, is that people view gyms or personal trainers as gyms or personal trainers, and that's what kind of pisses us off as trainers here who value constant education and constant progression week after week. So we are learning from the best in the world, and I know a lot of people say that and whatnot, but it's very, very hard to distinguish who actually knows what they're talking about at the end of the day with health and fitness stuff and training stuff as well, because there's so much out there. There's so much confusing information. People just don't know what to do, and they accept that a personal trainer is just a regular personal trainer, but that is not the case, believe me. If you're looking at a trainer, a coach, or a gym, look at their track record, look at the results they're getting, look at the quality of the information they put out. Is it backed in experience? Is it backed by what the person does themselves? And is it backed by actual scientific evidence as well, that what they're saying is right and true, not just some sort of stuff they've heard and they just kind of blow it out there? Because it's so easy to get stuff across in social media these days. But I digress. Those 7 points, go over them. Look at the key concepts I've given after them. If you change 1 or 2 of those today, at least you'll be on the right path to toning up, getting your health back, getting your fitness levels back up, getting your strength levels back up, and most of all, getting your confidence back so you can live a higher quality of life, because that's what Doc Fitness is all about. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope it was helpful. If you want to listen to more guys as well, subscribe to our channel, and that's about it. Chat to you soon. Have a good day.